You got to catch that on Nitty TV, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Only on Nitty.
Only on the Nitty.
Only on Nitty.
It's exclusive. Before we get this interview started, man, let these people know who is Johnny Red, man.
Man, I'm just a simple black man out here trying to make it, you know. I come from the struggle. I've been in Baton Rouge my whole life, you know. We call it that rat. You know, it's hard to get out of here. It's a struggle. But a lot of us make it out of here and forget where they come from. Me, I'm still in the struggle. I'm still in the streets. I'm always going to be in the streets. So if there's anything that you need to know about the streets, who else to ask but a nigga like me that's still in the streets?
Got Johnny Red in the building, man. Give us a little insight on Baton Rouge, man. I hear all like the South, Scotland. What's all the hoods? What's the name of all the hoods in Baton Rouge?
All the hoods in Baton Rouge, like, I'm from out the Park, but we got the Park, we got Easy Town, we got South Baton Rouge, we got Dixie, we got Banks, we got Zion City, we got Fairfield, we got Glen Oaks.
Okay.
We got Scotlandville. We got a lot of hoods, and everybody in every hood want to be somebody. So it'll be a lot of shooting and a lot of jacking and a lot of people trying to find themselves to be somebody here in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say was separated? But if I was actually like, you know, what's the difference in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Shreveport, Lafayette? You know, that's all Louisiana, but there's all kind of different sections. Everybody got their own little thing. What you say would separate Baton Rouge? What's the difference in Baton Rouge than these others?
Baton Rouge like crabs in a bucket. Like New Orleans, Lafayette, I done been in all them places. Texas, all other little cities, they all stick together. Baton Rouge, we don't come together like that. It's like a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody trying to make it and be somebody, so everybody trying to be the big dog. Nobody, it's a lot of chiefs and not enough Indians. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody want to be the chief, and when they ain't got enough sense enough to be the Indian, you got to be an Indian before you become a chief.
Okay.
And here in Baton Rouge, it ain't like that. You know, everybody want to be somebody, so they'll step on you just to become that person.
You're pretty known from a lot of situations with like Nussie. I would say there's a video, you know, with Nussie put you on camera and they was shooting a video and all that. I seen you like passing in the car, whatever. Then they threw the camera on you. What was the situation with that with Nussie?
All right, me and Nussie had been friends. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends for a long time. He gave me an ultimatum to either be DCF, which is his record label, and Boosie was starting a record label at the same time, Badass Entertainment. And just like the dope game, you can't play both sides. Either you're gonna be one or the other.
Right.
At the time, Nussie was an up and coming artist. So he was doing shows local. Now I was bagging him up 100% because the first song that he ever made was Right Now I'm Writing Raps and Johnny Red's Rolling. He popped a double stack and Johnny Red's Rolling. The streets wanted it to be beef, but it was never no beef. He just was using it as a market scheme to get his way in the dope. So he took Boosie album cover and put his face on Boosie album cover and they called itself Nussie Badass. One day me and Boosie riding together and we stopped at Sports Plus on Green Springs Road, and Sports Plus sells CDs. So he was taking his CDs in there to get sold, and I was taking Boosie CDs in there to get sold, and I just ran across the sign in the window. So when I got back in the car with Boo, I told Boo about the sign, and Boo like, damn, bro, that's some fucked up, you know, that's some messed up stuff. So he say, man, go tear the sign out the window. So me being the nigga that I ain't like all the beef stuff. Even though that I was messing with Nussie, I was running with Boosie. So I went to the Sports Plus and tore the sign out the window. For years, nobody never knew what the beef was coming from. They made it to what they wanted to make it out of. I never had a chance to tell my side of the story, what really happened. I was passing down the street because I had a house on the same street as Nussie.
Right.
You know, I was on 31st Street before Nussie even came on 31st Street. You know what I'm saying? So I was passing down the street in my rental car, and I seen they had a little function going on, so I made the block. Never knowing that he done stopped this cameraman and put the camera on me, and he's something like a joker. He was really joking.
Okay.
But really, he told a joke before he got to tell the story why he got killed before he got a chance to tell the story why he told the joke and why he did that. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And I don't hold nothing towards him or Thuggin' and Lovin' of the day. But I just never got a chance to tell the story why he felt that way towards me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, because that was a big thing. Like when that poster got torn down at the store, that was everywhere. Like, so you was the one tore that poster down.
I told one of his poster signs
Yeah.
out the thing, and it made him feel like I was shitting on his dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't look at it like that. I just was really trying to stop the beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't want no beef between Badass Entertainment and DCF. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I never, like I said, I never had no problem with Nussie. Boosie never had no problem with Nussie. It just was his marketing skills that he was using to get his foot in the door because he was an up and coming artist. I never meant to tear his dreams down or stop him from doing from what he was trying to do. I just did what I did. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I did what I did and I own up to what I did. You know, I told the sign out the Sports Plus Wonder, you know, and they shot the Thuggin' and the Lovin', but they let Nussie tell his side of the story, but they never stopped and let me tell my side of the story. I just was passing by. I wasn't sweating dude or on nobody jock or none of that, because I always had my own. I've been my own man since I was 11 years old in Baton Rouge streets, you know. I always did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, and I always had my own. I was never a follower. I always been a leader my whole life. So I guess he felt by putting the camera on me and shitting on me that the rest of the streets will follow him, and they never knew the truth to the whole story.
Right.
You know? So for years I let it slide. I never said nothing about it because I never had a platform. I never had no way to tell my side of the story.
Okay.
How it really went. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So when you passed in the car, you knew they was out there. You was just taking a ride, and it just happened.
I was in my rental car, and I just was passing down the street. I seen a lot of cars and cameramen out there.
Okay.
So when I passed by, I seen him out there shooting his little video or whatever. You know, I blew the horn, speaking. You know, I'm a real nigga. I'm a holler at you. You know, I ain't no dick ride or nothing like that. But I'm a holler at you. You know, I hollered at him. I made the block and I went back to my clique house. I had a clique house on 31st Street.
Okay.
Anybody in Baton Rouge know that. You know, my house was on 31st Street, 2 blocks down from his house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we never had no beef or no problems or none of that. It just, the streets was trying to make it more than what it was.
Right, right. Before that, you and Nussie was cool. Y'all was.
Yeah, we was cool.
So how y'all met? Like when y'all met and how y'all met?
Well, we met because I grew up in Easytown. I'm from the Port, but I always made my money in Easytown. My best friend name was Dwayne Terra Tulu. He always did, you know, knew me and knew of me, you know, and I knew of him too, because all my cousins used to run with him. They used to jack and do little things, kick doors in and sneak and hide their hands and do little different things in the city. I wasn't a part of that, you know what I'm saying? But that didn't stop them from being my friends, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when you're in the game, you hang, just because you sell drugs, you hang with killers, you hang with drug dealers, you hang with jackers, you hang with all type of people. You know what I'm saying? But that don't stop you from running with the dudes that's doing the stuff that's in the streets, because you in the streets too.
Right.
You know? So Nussie, he had a heart. He was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He was more like a Robin Hood. He'll steal from the rich and break off the poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I first met him, we was both, he was running with my cousin Jamal Spears, who got killed. God bless the dead.
Okay.
And him and Jamal laid there and went to go hit a lick one day, and they tried to put me through the window, and I told them the lick that they was going to hit.
Yeah.
I say, man, look, dude might got something in the house and he might not, but I ain't getting in no window, bro. You know, for to even see if the weed or whatever it was y'all was going to hit the lick for was in there. So they got mad at me and dropped me back off in Easytown, and they went on their own. Good thing I didn't go, because I wouldn't be here today. My cousin Jamal got in the crossfire. Dude was just so happened to be at home when they kicked the door in and went in the house to hit the lick. So Nussie ended up shooting at the dude, my cousin Jamal, in the crossfire in the middle of the other dude shooting at Nussie, and he ended up getting killed. Nussie got out the house free without getting hit. My cousin Jamal Spears got killed.
Damn,
But
so
that still didn't stop me from hanging with Nussie, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of dude Nussie is, you know what I'm saying?
How you met Boosie? Like how you and Boosie hooked up with the badass shit?
How me and Boosie hooked up was my best friend Tulu went to jail. And at the time, from middle school all the way to high school, before I went to the feds, Tulu was all I know, you know. Every day we was together. Whatever he needed me to do, I was there. I was going to do it. That was my best friend, you know, whatever it is. You know, he was good at what he did, you know what I'm saying? We never got caught up in nothing. We would stayed out all the mess. We damn near served everybody in Baton Rouge, you know, and we kept the streets soft we kept the streets going because as long as people making money, the beef is to a minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if everybody got a little something and everybody making money, ain't too much beef going on. So once Lou went to jail, Boosie pulled up on me on 46th Street, and he said if I can keep it real with him, like I kept it real with Lou for all them years, he had a spot for me. At the time, feds had grabbed Lou and gave Lou 27 years. He got capped with no dope on the case. So he took and copped out the 27 years. So he ended up doing 17 years. So while Lou was in jail, I started running with Boosie. I ain't just started running with Boosie. When he came and picked me up 46, I was lost because Lou was all I knew. So when Boosie picked me up, I ain't just start hanging with Boosie because he from South Baton Rouge and I'm from the Park. He got people every day want to hang with him from South Baton Rouge, but they not loyal. He respected my loyalty that I had to my best friend. So he felt like I be around money all the time. I been around this all the time. I don't run my mouth on this. My loyalty drove me to Boosie. And by me being so loyal to Lou, then I started being so loyal to Boo, and me and Boosie started running together.
Okay.
And he ain't just run with me, he took care of me. I ain't gonna lie, he looked out for me the whole time, damn near, while Lou was locked up. You know what I'm saying? We went from state to state doing shows.
Yeah.
He made a way for me. He gave me a job, leave the drug lifestyle alone, and hop on this rap thing with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a position for you, and you gonna get paid, and you gonna get to see the world in a different way at the same time.
Okay. So you was rolling with Boosie, Boosie take you around the world, y'all doing shows and everything else like that, right?
Yeah, we having fun,
Yeah.
man. It was a whole different life, you know. The dope lifestyle and the rap lifestyle is basically the same, but one positive and one negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fun that you have with hanging with dude is unbelievable.
Yeah. Man, give us one of them fun, crazy eps being on the road with Boosie, like.
Oh man, one night he in Texas, and he wanted some Krispy Kreme donuts. So I'm in Baton Rouge. I got a car. The rest of the dudes that hang with us ain't got no car. I had a Firebird then. So my boy wanted some hot donuts from Krispy Kreme.
And Boosie wanted that.
Boosie wanted some donuts from Krispy Kreme. So I jumped in my car, went to Krispy Kreme. When my hot light came on, I bought him some hot donuts, jumped on the interstate. 3.5, 4 hours later, I'm to the show where he getting ready to do the show at with the hot donuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we got all kind of girls there, you know. Sometimes he'll tap out, you know, because he got sugar. So when he tap out, I'm right there. I'm full of X pills. I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm up all night watching his back, making sure everything go good. And when he tap out on the girls, I'm the one step in and I have my fun with the girls too, you know.
Yeah.
So it was always fun. It was never no beef or nobody shooting at us or no targets or none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like everywhere we went, it was love. Every state we went in, it was love.
Okay. So while we on that, so you and Boosie still good today?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you heard it. See if you want to address this. You know, the rumor you broke into Boosie's house and stole some lean or whatever the situation, money. Some money or something. What's up
with that?
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
The truth with that is, that's all lies, man. Bloggers get their hand to stories and they don't know the true facts to the stories. One thing about me and the people that know me, I never broke in nobody's house. I never stole. I always had my own. I'm a real street hustler in Baton Rouge. I always hustle. You know, I'm the one that turned, when weed was going for $20 a gram, I turned the weed for 2 for 25. You know, I always had a marketing skills to stay in the game, to make a name for myself, to make money in Baton Rouge streets.
Right.
So I never broke in Boosie's house. I never stole nothing from dude. Dude would never have me around him if I was a thief. Now he had a nephew that did do that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm Johnny Red, I'm not his nephew. I'm his friend. You know what I'm saying? And when I call somebody my friend, I never steal from him. From the cradle to the grave, we gonna do whatever we gotta do just to make it.
Facts.
So all that was lies. I never stole a chain. I never broke in Boosie's house and stole serve. I never stole no money from Boosie. I didn't have to. Anything that Boosie had and I wanted it, all I had to do was go to dude and ask dude for it, and dude would have gave it to me.
So that was all lies.
All that was lies. That was lies that bloggers just add on to try to get their likes and their views up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't never come to me, so I could have gave them the facts. Because I've been hanging with dude since way back when. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before the starter, when he was making $1,000 a show,
Yeah.
till he started making $10,000, $20,000 a show.
Yeah.
And he been the same dude. And I've been the same dude. I'm still loyal to dude right now today. I still talk to him. I still go to shows. And if I can call him right now today, I can get on the plane right now and go to Atlanta to the house and get away from this if I need to get away from this. But
Right.
everything going good for me in Baton Rouge
Yeah.
right now. I ain't trying to go nowhere.
Yeah. So you badass. That's
I'm
badass tatted
badass
on
in
you?
the teeth.
So,
Badass
so
in
that's
the
bad.
tank
You
for life.
didn't took it in blood.
I took that in blood because that's where it was at the time. You know, when they locked Lou up, Badass Entertainment was the next move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the movement that showed me it's a way out the dope game.
Yeah.
You know, it's other things to do to make money. You know what I'm saying? Positive things to make money. You know, if it ain't no more than put a book sack on your back and sell CDs at the shows.
Okay.
You know, whatever it was, he found a position for me where I can have a job and I can eat too, just as well as everybody else eating.
Okay.
In his clique.
So they got this YouTuber named The Game Spitter.
Yeah.
He had a lot of things to say about you. Do you know this guy personally?
I never heard of the Game Spitter before in my life. Maybe he heard some stories about Baton Rouge. He never been to Baton Rouge. He from North Carolina.
So he not even from Baton Rouge, not even from Louisiana.
Nah, he not even from Louisiana. The stories that he got, maybe he got from other people, but it wasn't no facts to that. So that made me start my own YouTube channel to try to clear some of that stuff up.
Right.
Because Baton Rouge, it ain't nothing to be played with. You know, this the rap.
Right.
You know, and if you're gonna tell a story, tell facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer in that because that's how I made it to where I'm at today. I'm 50 years old and I've been in the streets for 50 years. I got in the streets when I was 11. So now I'm 50 now today. So evidently God kept me here for a reason.
Right.
And I guess he left me here to tell the story and don't let nobody else put no salt on our city and make our city worse than what it is.
Right.
We already talked down on the chief, everybody, the Brave Cave, everything going bad for us in our city as it is.
Right.
We got too many ops as it is. So why would one black man talk down on another black man on a story that he have no knowledge about?
Yeah, because he said the blood was on your hand and you the reason Bleek got killed.
All right, first thing about that, Bleek was my first cousin.
Uh-huh.
That's the real reason how I hooked up with Boosie.
So Bleek is your cousin, first cousin.
Bleek is my first cousin. His
Okay.
real name, Darryl Milton.
Okay.
All right, he said I should have been one of the ones in the car with Bleek. But if Boosie would have never went to jail, he would have never had a chance to mess with outsiders to get caught up in what he got caught up in with the dude Noki.
Right.
You know, it was Noki and Bleek that got killed that day. Johnny Red was nowhere in the picture, was nowhere in the car.
Right.
But bloggers from other states hear stories and they add on to it and they don't know the real facts.
Yeah.
They're not getting it from the source.
Yeah.
And if they would have ever came ask me, ask one of my entourage, because I still hang with the same circle. I still run with Hatch Boy. I still hang with my whole clique, Badass Entertainment. We still a clique from Ruger Real all the way to Kirby. We still the old original clique.
Right.
Now his old entourage who got Boosie to where he at right now today was Badass Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We never stole from dude. We protected dude, made sure nothing happened to dude, because dude was our ticket out of the ghetto.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He showed us another way to make it, to get out the ghetto. You don't just gotta sell drugs to make it, to get away from here. You can ride his coattail and figure out a way how to make you some money and build off of his enterprise and make you some money, and you can get out of here too, just like how he made it out of here.
So how that make you feel? Like you probably home chilling, minding your business, then you see this guy pop up on the internet talking about you, a guy you don't even know. Like, you know, Where that put your mind state at on stuff like that?
I ain't gonna lie, it had me heated because I struggled in Baton Rouge my whole life. Like I say, I sold dope in every era. I'd have been to the feds in I graduated high school in 91 and 93 I went to the feds. I always paid my tithes and my dues in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? If I go to jail for selling drugs, I don't tell on nobody, I don't take nobody with me. I was doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I go do my time and I lay down. It made me feel like for somebody that never been in the streets, dude, a truck driver, how could you speak on anything that's going on in the streets and you've never been in the streets? You don't know what it takes to get out of the streets.
Right.
And Baton Rouge is one of the hardest cities to make it out of. It's like I say, it's like crabs in a bucket. Right when you think you get to the top, you got somebody up under you gonna pull you back down. Either your best friend or your homeboy or somebody out another neighborhood gonna shoot you. They gonna stop you from making it. You know, and harder than it is to get to where I'm at today and to hear somebody talk about a story that they don't know knowledge of, and I didn't live through that story, it hurted me. It touched me deep in my heart because I'm a real street hustler.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You know, and by you being a real street hustler and you live by a code, certain things you can talk about and certain things you can't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because if you implicate people in the wrong thing, a murder case never closed. So they can always come back and book you on that murder case.
Right.
So the things that he was talking about, he don't have no knowledge on what he was saying. Now, I reach out to dude and even try to get him to change his story because he from North Carolina. I said, if you're going to speak on Baton Rouge, speak facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to know something about going on in Baton Rouge in the ragged and the rack, I'd be more than happy to tell you the story, how the story really get, how the story really went. I'm not going to implicate none of my dudes in it because allegedly, like they say on the internet, allegedly, you don't want to get nobody in no trouble.
Right.
But the stuff that I know in here, I take to the grave with me. But before I let somebody tell a lie or a story on my city, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just standing up from the park. I'm not just standing up for Zion City. I'm not just standing up for South Baton Rouge. I'm not just standing up for Baton Rouge. When I say Johnny Red, I represent the whole Baton Rouge, the rack, from young boy all the way down to Mister. You know what I'm saying? No Limit when they was down here. I was running with them. Everybody that hit this city, they done ran across Johnny Red.
Okay.
From Master P on down.
So you and Nussie was good friends at one time. You say he gave you the option to be with DCF or Badass Entertainment. Why you chose Badass Entertainment? Why you went to Badass instead of
The reason why I chose Badass Entertainment because at the time when Nussie was first starting to rap, he was an up and coming artist. At this time, man,
he wasn't really on yet.
He wasn't really on yet.
Okay.
He was still trying to take his negative money and go positive with it. You know what I'm saying? He was doing whatever he had to do to hustle to take his money to try to turn it into a record label, to go positive with it. I was behind him 100% until he started the beef with Boosie.
Yeah.
I mean, to the record thing hit, the Badass, Nussie Badass.
Yeah, Nussie Badass.
That's what changed everything around, you know what I'm saying? Okay. At this time when Nussie first started rapping, I was already running with Boosie. He was mad because the Chargers and the Shadows usually hit my house, hit my street on 31st Street and end up at my house. He had a Chrysler 300 back then. So he used to pass by my house and see all the cars at my house. It was like, damn, this my boy Johnny Red. Why he right down the street from me and he fucking with niggas way out the south.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people that's not in your hood will show you more love than niggas that's right there in your hood. And they took me in as family. You feel me? So I would never cross Boosie in no kind of way. So the ultimatum was either I'm gonna stop messing with Boosie and run with DCF. Eventually they gonna blow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we doing shows. We going from state to state. We Tennessee. We California. I'm first class.
Everything
I
already.
ain't never been first class on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old drug dealer. So you take me out the hood and you show me a different way of living, I'm finna ride with you, dog. I'm gonna ride with you to the end. So it wasn't no choices, no picks with that.
Right.
It was you can't mix them up and you can't cross them up in the game. You can't be both. You can't run with Nussie Monday through Thursday. Then when you go and do shows with Boosie Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you something else.
Yeah.
So either you gonna be DCF or Badass Entertainment. So I choose Badass Entertainment because I seen the way out.
Yeah.
Right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Did you and Nussie get a chance to make up before he passed away?
I talked to him a couple of times after the thugging and loving the thing, you know, but we never got a chance to talk about what had happened. To be honest, I didn't know dude was sitting in his car when I tore the sign down. You know what I'm saying? Because I probably wouldn't have tore his sign down if I would have saw him sitting in the car. I ain't no pussy ass nigga or no scary nigga or nothing like that. But I know that was his dream to make it as a rap, to turn his jacking and everything he was doing in the streets into something positive. But when me and Boo pull up at the tennis shoe store, and I seen the sign in the window at the door, my first mind just told me to tear the sign down. Maybe that'll stop the beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want it to go no further than that. So we never got a chance to reconcile. I never signed no paperwork saying for them to put me on Thuggin' and Loving It. For years, every year for his birthday, they put this on the internet and they go viral every year. Put the camera on Johnny Red. So people start saying, well, ain't that Johnny Red who Nussie was talking about? But they really don't know the facts behind all that.
Right.
I'm the one started Nussie to rapping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, his first rap that he ever wrote in life was about me.
So that was the first rap he ever wrote.
The first rap he ever wrote. If they go do their research, they'll see the first rap he ever wrote was about Johnny Red.
Did you know Lil Ivy?
Yeah, I knew Lil Ivy. Yeah, I knew Ivy. I knew Ivy good. Ivy was a real hustler. He was a real street hustler. You know, he was another guy that was trying to take drug money and go positive with it. He started TBG.
Okay.
You know? That's the way out in Baton Rouge. That's our only way out the streets down here. Either you're buying real estate, you're starting a record label, you're jacking, you're just trying to find a way to make it, to get out of Baton Rouge and to come up and to be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
TBG, that was Fredo Bang G Money though, man.
That's Fredo Bangs, G Money. That's West, Big Landlord, Big Five, my cousin Nuke. You know, a lot of those guys are my blood. You know, that was the way that I was able to go into South Baton Rouge, because I'm from out the park, and at the time, the park and the South didn't get along. But by them being my cousins, I'm South Park.
Okay.
So I can go in the park, I can go in the South, I can go in any neighborhood in Baton Rouge.
Because I hear Boosie talk about Ivy a lot.
Yeah, he looked up to Ivy a lot because Ivy was that nigga, you know what I'm saying? In the hood, he was one of the next upcoming niggas to make it out the hood for selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? He was good at what he did, you know what I'm saying? He took care of a lot of people, you know? He took care of his family, he took care of all his homeboys. When Ivy was out here, everybody was eating in his entourage. Yeah. Everybody got a big dog. Ivy was the big dog in that clique,
Ivy was
so
the
he
big
had
dog.
everybody eating. You know, and my clique was Tulu. Tulu had everybody in my clique eating.
Okay.
And Boosie clique, it was Boosie.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had everybody in his clique eating. Everybody have a big dog in every neighborhood, and they take care of they main niggas.
Ivy had to be a big dog, because how long ago he died?
Oh man, it been some years. He died on his birthday. You know, after he left Shenanigans that night. I don't want to lie to you because I'm a truthful person.
It been over what, about 10 years?
Yeah, it been over about 10 years.
So the thing, what I'm saying, if he died over 10 years ago, look the branches he left, and would they still? That says a lot about him.
Because he still had nephews, he still had people, and Boosie keep his name in songs too, so people can't forget about him. You know what I'm saying? He was a legend in Baton Rouge Street. Ivy was really a legend in Baton Rouge Street. Nussie was a legend in Baton Rouge Streets. But everybody have they things that they be legends for.
Right.
Nussie was a legend for jacking. Ivy was a legend for hustling.
Right.
Boosie was a legend for hustling that turned his hustling into the rap game and told rap stories about Nussie, Ivy, and everybody else that was doing things in Baton Rouge.
Right.
And he was good at telling the stories, the ghetto stories. That's what made him who he is today. He told truthful stories. So if you go back and listen to that Boosie music, the stories that he telling, the stories that was happening in Baton Rouge on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
and it made sense. He rapped about the things that was going on in our city.
That's right. 'Cause I heard Boosie say that himself too. He's like, man, you go in the studio, you write about shit that just happened today or happened yesterday.
And if it ain't happened, we'll go make it happen.
Right.
We'll jump in the car, roll up us a few. We ride 3 charges deep. We might run a couple of red lights. He gonna go to the studio and make a song about that. We smoking fat. We ran a couple of red lights. We then went to the studio and put down 2, 3 songs.
Yeah.
The things that we was doing on a day-to-day basis, he making rap songs about it. And letting the world hear what's going on in Baton Rouge.
I hear a lot about a guy named Boo Milton.
Boo Milton. Boo Milton was a legend too. Boo Milton was a kingpin.
Okay.
He was like one of the first guys to bring kilos of cocaine to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He was a big dog.
He was a big dog. He was a big dog that gave youngsters like myself opportunities to be somebody.
Oh, so he was older dude. Okay.
Yeah, he was older than me. I'm 50.
Okay.
So Boo had to be like maybe 63, 64, 65. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bother and mess with everybody because he was quiet. He was one of the quiet dudes in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
But he'll give you a chance to make you some money. If you was somebody that was serious about making your money and your money was right, then you can go to him and holler at him, and he gonna put you where you need to be at. He ended up going to the feds. The feds ended up getting him and josing him. You know, a couple of people told on him. You know, that's why I say Baton Rouge like crabs in a bucket. If they can't get you one way, they'll rat on you and get you out the way another way. Because everybody want to be that nigga. They want to be that up and coming person that's everybody talking about. Everybody want to be under the limelight in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
But once you get older, you figure out it's not about the limelight. It's about making the money, getting comfortable, taking care of your family, and getting out the way. But when we young, we don't see that. All we see is we want to be that nigga that's talked about.
Yeah.
We want to be that nigga with the money. We want to be the nigga that go to the club, skip the line, VIP, buy the bar, all the girls looking at you with the money in your pocket. You that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know how that is when you're young. You got to kind of go with your age group doing.
Yeah, and that's how it was back then in the 90s.
Yeah.
Not everything fake. Everything fake. The drugs fake. The dude that's selling the drugs fake.
Right.
The whole city just
it
turned
is.
to fake,
It is, bro.
You know.
Now they call Baton Rouge Jigger City. How long ago the Jiggers hit Baton Rouge? Huh?
Man, bro, the Jiggers hit the Baton Rouge in the 90s.
In the
In
90s?
the early 90s, bro. I took my first X-Pill maybe in 93 or 94.
Damn.
You know, and when they say jigger, that means once you pop the pill make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
To it just make you, you ain't trying to dance, but you doing some old stupid, you know what I'm saying? Some old stupid jumping or whatever you want to call it. So it just became Baton Rouge. And the pill was an epidemic.
Yeah, it was.
Every drug that hit the city, when Serb hit the city, everybody was on Serb.
Yeah.
Serb was an epidemic. Everybody was sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Then the heroin hit the city. Everybody was nodding out. Then the fentanyl hit the city. Everybody dying.
Yeah.
When Jigger City was here, it was all fun. It was all love. Everybody popping pills. Everybody getting along with each other. You know what I'm saying? It was all love. We always getting along together because if you ain't got a pill and we in the club, I'm going to throw you back.
Yeah.
You ain't never had a pill, I'm going to throw you back. And I went from here to Lafayette, to Appaloosas, to, I'd have been all around the world popping pills. I ain't going to lie to you. But Jig was the pills, and the pills made you dance off the music. You can have any kind of music. The pill going to make you intensify the beat to make you dance off the music.
Right.
That's why they start calling it Jigger City.
Now, what's the Brave team, man?
The Brave team was a task force that they put out here to stop drug dealers. It was a young task force that they put out here, and it was due to, you would never see them like in my neighborhood, in the white neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was targeted against the black neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they handled the blacks so bad, bro. And they was blacks themselves. So they was youngsters, so they knew how to come at the youngsters, how to bust one guy and use that guy to bust another guy. They use that guy to bust a bigger guy.
Yeah.
They use that guy to bust a bigger guy.
Yeah.
If you don't cooperate with them, they beat you up.
That's what I heard. They used to get you beat you up.
You know, and they take you to jail. You know, and it take a real loyal person in the game not to tell and leave their Cadillac truck, they fine old lady, that they way of living. You know what I'm saying? So they might bust a dude that's selling 8 balls. They want the dude who's selling the 8 balls to bust the dude that's selling the ounces. The dude that's selling the ounces, they give him a phone and want him to call the dude that's selling the kilos.
Yeah.
The dude that's selling the kilos, they want to know how the kilos getting here. And if you ain't a real nigga, what you gonna do? You gonna get on the phone and you gonna call somebody because you don't want to go to jail.
Right.
They gonna cut you loose right then and there, but they gonna hold the dope over your head. So if you don't keep cooperating with them, they gonna bring that same dope that they bust you with and put you back in jail anyway.
Man, them bitches, the bread team was dirty, huh?
Yeah, they was dirty.
Yeah,
It was a dirty task force, man. I ain't lying. It was a very dirty task force that they put together to try to calm the streets down. But the power that they gave them took over the streets. They had more power than the governor and the mayor and anybody else in the city. They could do whatever they wanted to do, whenever they wanted to do it. And if it's wrong, they gonna go to the court system and make it right.
Right.
If they kick your door in without a warrant, before it's time for you to tell somebody what they happened, they done went to court and got a warrant for the make it legal that they kick your door in.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no dope, they gonna plant dope on you.
God damn. So I got this guy, Marlon P. We be on my page
Yeah,
a lot. We
man.
did a lot of interviews. He tell me y'all was locked up together.
Yeah, man.
So he tell me he lost over 187 fights. You witness any?
I ain't gonna lie.
How some of that shit went down with Marlon
I
in
ain't
jail,
gonna lie,
being
man.
locked
Marlon
up?
was from the country.
Mhm.
So by Marlon being from the country and not being from Baton Rouge, and he ain't had no mentor, he ain't had nobody that he could look up to that could tell him how it went, how it going East Baton Rouge Parish. For one thing, East Baton Rouge Parish like a baby Angola. So if
Yeah,
you
he
go in
said
there
that.
and you never have been to jail, it's gonna take you a while to catch on to what's going on. Now a lot of times Marlon had fights because he was doing things that he was breaking rules that he didn't know was rules.
He didn't know he was breaking the
He
rules.
didn't know he was breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? And in the parish, we make our own rules up. Like if you see the phone hanging, that's somebody's phone. Don't mess with that phone.
Right.
If you're a nigga that been going to jail, you know that. You know, wait till that phone go back on the hook, then you can use that phone. Dude got the phone hanging because maybe his girl get off at 7:30. It's 6:49 now.
Yeah.
He waiting till 7:30 so he can use the phone, so you won't have to wait on another dude to get out the phone and miss his girl call.
Right.
So Marlon to grab the phone, not knowing he not supposed to grab the phone. Now they gonna let him talk on the phone, but as soon as he get out the phone, that's a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I first met Marlon, I felt sorry for him. I was a trustee. On a trustee, you can move good. You can get anything you want in there. You can take care of your partners. You can move and pretty much you in jail, but you ain't in jail.
Right.
Because you got different rights that other people that be locked down 24 hours a day don't got. You not locked down 24 hours a day. You able to move from one side of the jailhouse to the other side of the jailhouse. They might say your partner in central booking. You can get a deputy to walk you from back in the back to central booking to holler at your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I first met Marlon, I promised Marlon, I say, write your name down on a piece of paper, bro. I've been hearing what been happening to you back here. I say, I'm gonna bring you back here with me where you gonna live good and comfortable. All you gotta do is work, mind your own business, and stay out of trouble. And see, at the time, I was holding the Parish down because I had tobacco and other things that we was getting in jail that you ain't supposed to have.
Yeah.
I was able to get my hands on those things and look out for people and make money and do things. Hustling don't stop. The same way I was hustling on the street, the same way I hustled in the jailhouse.
Yeah.
So I brought Marlon in that world. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't tell him everything. So we smoking weed one day, and they hit the whole trustee hub with a drug test. Now, I told Marlon how to make money off tobacco and how to make money off the weed, but I didn't tell him to always keep clean piss in your boot because they gonna drug test us one day. So that was my bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always felt bad about that because he would have never got swung if it was for me. When they pissed on us, I had clean piss in my boot.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell all them my secret.
Yeah. You gotta
Because
do
then
you.
nobody would have been dirty. Somebody had already told the people the whole laundry crew was doing stuff that they ain't had no business doing.
Yeah.
Because the laundry crew had access to the whole jailhouse because we used to deliver laundry to every cell. So you was able to pass or do whatever you got to do to get to anybody that you wanted to get to in there.
Yeah.
So I was using Marlon for the backer. He'll go to the old prison. I'm in the new prison. So if I need to touch somebody in E6 and they done gave me a PayPal, I give Marlon the backer, let Marlon take the backer to E6. He come back with the Zoos and the PayPal. I tell him to put the Zoos in his locker. We eating good. Your mama and your people ain't got to see you no more money no more.
Yeah.
You're going to be all right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
you
ain't
got
got to
him
worry
hustling
about no
now, yeah.
fighting. You ain't got to worry about nothing. They going to protect the trustees because the trustees getting you everything that you want. So
Facts.
when they end up pissing the whole laundry crew, they got rid of everybody, put everybody on lockdown. The only reason they didn't get me like that, because I had to clean piss in my boot. But the reason why I did that, because I hadn't already been in a trustee for 4 years.
Yeah, but you know how
I
to,
did
yeah,
7
yeah.
years
Yeah,
in,
you know how
in
to
the
joke.
Parish.
Yeah.
So I knew how to joke, but he didn't. And me not thinking, I should have told him that, because he from the country. He had never lived that good in a jailhouse. He didn't lie. He had a lot of fights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got in a lot of trouble because he was from the country. He felt like he had to prove himself to be somebody. And you didn't. All you had to do was be Marlon.
Right.
After he got his behind whooped so many times, then he understood, man, look, I'm just going to be Marlon. I ain't trying to be no gangster. I ain't trying to follow this dude, do
Right.
what he doing. I'm going to do what I got to do so I can survive and make it out of here. Because people get killed in the parish every day.
Yeah.
You know, you stick your nose in the wrong business, or the pet come up short or come up missing, dude will kill you behind
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they got. And you in there with murderers, kidnappers, jackers, robbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go in there for domestic violence. They gonna stick you in there with a serial killer.
Yeah.
And you know, and a person like Marlon, he don't know. You know what I'm saying? You in there with a whole serial killer. You talking to him like he's somebody that's regular. You shouldn't even be saying nothing to dude, because dude mind ain't on what your mind on. Your mind
Facts.
on going home. Dude ain't never going home.
Facts.
So anything go wrong, he gonna try to take it out on you. Take all his problems out on Marlon. But once I found out what was happening to Marlon, you know what I'm saying? I sent for him. I got my captain to go back there and get him and put him in blue. And the blue trustees move better than the white. The white trustees work in the kitchen. You
Yeah.
work 12, 24 hours a day. I ain't want to do him that. I wanted to bring him on my wing and show him you can live good in here.
Yeah.
You can sleep good. It's quiet. You know, you can have things. You can eat what you want to eat. You know, we eat separate things that they not eating in the child house. If they got chicken on a Tuesday and you want chicken on a Friday, I can get them to fry you some chicken on the Friday. All I got to do is send them a pack of bacon. And Friday, we got us 4 leg quarters, a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? We eating good in there.
You know how to finesse in
Yeah.
there. So you looking out. You looked out for him.
For a
in there.
lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just hold my, like I said, I'm from the park. I ain't just hold my niggas down. I held the whole parish down. And my name was ringing through the parish more than anything. It wasn't a Nussie thing then. It was a Johnny Red thing. The Nussie thing come about when you come in the streets and people don't like the position that you got because they don't know how you get that position. They want to know how he get to hang with Boosie. And Nussie said all this about him. How he get to get away with this. And this dude talk bad about him. But if you somebody that's bound to make it, and you a God child, you gonna make it regardless. You know what I'm saying? And you keep your mind on what you focused on and doing what you gotta do and don't worry about what nobody else doing, you gonna make it.
Yeah.
It was hard. I ain't gonna lie. It was hard. Because I could have got killed just like that.
Yeah.
You say the wrong word or you be in the wrong place or you put yourself in the wrong position, you get killed.
Right.
They step on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm nobody. No matter how much of an OG I am, how many things I done made it through, they got somebody out here right now today a step on you to get your position just to tell his homeboy, man, I stepped on Johnny Red.
Yeah.
I could be good as hell to Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? Me and Baton Rouge the best. Looked out for everybody. But they got a dude that don't got nothing, that ain't never been nobody that want to be somebody, he gonna kill you.
That's real. That's real talk, bro. Well, shit, man. Anything you want to tell these people before we get out of here, man? Getting a shout outs or anything?
I want to tell them, try to stay drug free, bro. All the drugs that's coming across all the drugs right now that's coming across the border, it got fentanyl in it, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's killing us.
Facts.
It's targeted against the black people because they know us black folks, we the ones that's doing all the drugs. So every day I'm losing homeboys on the fentanyl because they make it look like one thing and it's something else. The Percocets look like Percocets, but they not Percocets. The Lower tabs look like Lower tabs, but they not Lower tabs.
Right.
All of it got fentanyl in it. So if I was somebody that's up and trying to come and try to make it in this world right now today, I'd be a leader. Don't never be no follower. Use your first mind. And if you don't know an answer to a question, ask your grandmother or your cousin or your brother or somebody. Don't go ask Steve from around the corner, because he ain't going to tell you what you need to hear. He going to tell you what you want to hear.
Facts.
And what you want to hear going to get you 10 to 20. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to save yourself and try to save others, this is a fake era. This is the fakest era that ever hit Baton Rouge in this. I'm waiting for it to turn back around to the real, and I want it to be back positive again, but I'm only one person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pushing to tell the youth on a daily basis to try to get drug free, man, because they even spraying it on the weed now. You know what I'm saying? And I got kids, and other people got kids, I got grandkids. I don't want to see my kids grow up and die like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to make it in Baton Rouge, get you a job, stay positive, be a leader, don't be no follower, and try to be drug free, man. Stay away from the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Because
talk.
everybody's selling it. It ain't about friendship no more, it's about $1 now.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, it was about friendship.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get nobody nothing that you ain't gonna use yourself. These days, it's all about $1. You know what I'm saying? So they'll sell you the fentanyl for $20. They done made $20. That $20 will take you to your bathroom and you gonna go to sleep. You'll never wake up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that just coming from me, Johnny Red. I'm just a real nigga in Baton Rouge, trying to make it out of Baton Rouge. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to stay positive, and I'm gonna keep on rapping and preaching the same thing, man. I ain't gonna never change. I'm gonna always be street, and I'm always tell the truth, and all I know is being real.
That's what's up, man. Johnny Red, Nitty TV, man. We got us a good one in. Y'all look for some more. We're gonna be doing some more interviews, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we out, man.
Yeah, this just part one. This just part one.
It's just part one, man.
If y'all got any questions that y'all need to know about Baton Rouge, don't go ask the fake bloggers. Get at Nitty. Nitty gonna shoot me the question, and I'm gonna answer the question to the utmost my ability, the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth, what really happened, because I seen it. I ain't gonna tell you what I heard. I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
Already. And if there's anything y'all want to ask Johnny Red for the next interview, drop it in the comments. And we got y'all in the next interview.
Facts.
Facts. One, we out.
We out.
You have to catch that on Nitty TV, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Only on Nitty.
Only on the Nitty.
Only on Nitty. It's exclusive.
And this is